Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I am working in my spring journal that I'm doing for collaboration with Emilee's Paper Caper here on YouTube. And so we have exchanged spring items. Most of them are from the Dollar Tree, and we were to make a spring junk journal. And so I made this in my last video. If you want to see how I made it, go ahead and click the link down below for my first process video. Today I wanted to make some embellishments for my book, so I'll show you a few of them here and then we'll get into it. So I made these embellished puzzle pieces, really cute. That's one of them, and then there's this one. I put a little lobster clasp on the top so I can attach it to a page or attach it up with the tassel. And then I altered an envelope to make a pocket within one of the pages. So I'm going to show you those today. And then I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy coin envelope with just a piece of a book page or paper or whatever. It's just super simple. And then the last embellishment I want to make is a tassel for my journal. And the items, well, we'll get into it. I'm going to use some of the twine fabric, and then I pulled in some ribbons that I had in my stash for that. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how to make 4 different embellishments for a journal. All right, for the first embellishment, I'm going to show you how to make a really easy coin envelope. You just need a piece of paper. This is from the coloring book that Emilee gave me. So what we're going to do is we want to make it 8 inches by 9 inches. So I'm going to cut that down. I think this is already 8 inches wide, so it's a little bit less, so I'm not going to do anything to that. But I am going to cut off the bottom to 9 inches. And then you're going to turn it over and going to fold it in on the sides and just slightly overlap it, just like that. And then fold down the edges, and then you're going to fold it down, or fold it down from the top. And I made mine approximately 1.25 inches or 1.5 inches at the top to make the top flap, but it's whatever size you want. So I'm just going to fold it down like this and then fold it up from the bottom. Well, now it's turn it over and fold it. And this, you can actually make this whatever size. I did mine at about 1 inch, just kind of all eyeballing it. So you have it all folded like that. Now what you want to do is open it up and grab your scissors, and you're going to cut these 4 corners out. And I'm going to go start on here, and I'm going to angle it just a little bit, just a tiny smidge. And then I'm going to angle it down here. So I hope that's understandable. So I didn't cut directly on those fold lines. I just angled it in that way and that way. And then I'm going to do that on all 4 corners. So I angled it that direction, then I angled it up. So it looks like that. And then do the same on this side. And it's just a tiny, tiny little wedge that you're cutting for the angle. So now you're looking like this. Now you're you're going to fold in the one side, and I'm going to put some glue right here. You can glue this and make it an envelope like I did, or if you want to leave it like this, and instead of putting two brads with the circles here so that you do the little wrap around here, you can attach the back to your page. Just do one of the circles with the brads on here, and then when you fold it up, you can attach your string from here all the way down through the back, and then just go, the string would be long enough to come up and attach this, so you could open it on the page like that. So that's just a different idea of a coin envelope. But for me, I'm just going to make the coin envelope, and then I can use this as an insert, or I can attach it to a page. I could even just attach 3 sides and have a side pocket, as well as this that will open it and be a pocket. So let me finish this and show you. So you're just going to put glue along this edge here. Put that down. And then you're going to put glue along here. And then at the top, just take your scissors, or if you have a corner rounder, round off these corners. I have a corner rounder, but it's just as easy for me to do this. Or you could leave it square, it doesn't matter. But typically, coin envelopes have little rounded corners. I rounded this on that one, but I didn't do that this time. So now, I'm going to, I have an inch round circle punch and a 3/4 inch one. So I'm going to punch 2, let's see, I'll do the larger 1 inch in the pink, kind of do it opposite as that one. So I'm just going to punch 2 circles out here. And then I'll use this punch and punch out piece of tape on this. I don't know why. Punch out my 2 circles here. This is one of the old style. There we go. Doesn't punch as crisp as the other one, but it works. All right, so I have these pink brads here. They're like paper fasteners or brads, however you want to call them. And we're going to punch, or not punch, but poke a hole, if I can get this off here. I'm going to poke a hole right in the center so that we can put the brad through it. And let's see, I was looking for my paper piercer, but let's see if I can use my scissors without cutting myself. Just a second. I'm going to get my paper piercer. All right. Just center your 2 circles with each other here, and then you're going to poke a hole right through the center. Just be careful. I need my little, I do have a little spongy thing that you use to poke down in, but I don't have that out with me. So then I'm going to put the brad right in the center, and then that one is going to go on my flap to close the envelope. So I'm going to put that right in the center. just like that. It's kind of off, but that's okay. And then I'll do the other one. The same thing, just put them together, centered, and try and make your hole in the center there. And then this one goes down on the body of the envelope, and you'll want to put it, I don't know, leave like 1/8 of an inch space there. And so you'll have to go inside your envelope and poke it through there. And then you'll need to close the little feet inside there too. So you got to get them apart. This is the trickier part. There we go. Just like that. It's a little bit off, but that's fine. And so then I'm going to take my twine and just go around here, and you can tie it if you want or not, but this just gets tied and you kind of go around like that, and then you trim it off at that. So that is the first embellishment. Second embellishment is this little envelope page pocket. Also can be used as an insert or attached to the page as a little tuck spot. So I just embellished one of the envelopes that came in with the kit that Emilee sent me. So it's super simple. I just tucked in the flap, and then I used some of the note cards here. I'm going to use the combination of the blue and the green. So I'm just going to tear an edge, like that. Now the note cards aren't quite long enough, so what I did was I just cut a couple pieces off, or tore a couple pieces off, and added the seam underneath where I put the butterfly here. So you can do that. So I did those, and then I'll do a skinnier set of the blue to go on top. Let's make it a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to go ahead and tear off the other side of this just to make it part of the card that gets, or the tag that gets inserted in. So we'll start off by gluing this down. You could glue it down with the lines showing if you wanted, but I'm going to stick with the solid side. And this, I mean, basically just embellishing however you want to embellish. I like the way this turned out when I did that, so I'm going to do it. And then I'll just add a little piece down at the bottom here. And then cover that up with one of the stickers. I didn't put glue on that whole thing there. There we go. Trim that off, and I'll do the same with the skinny blue piece. Add a little part here. Trim that off. Now we're just going to decorate. I have these butterflies left and the flowers. So I think I want to put this big flower down here. That looks really pretty. And then one of the butterflies at the top. I really like this one. So go off to the side like that. Super cute. If you're able to find these at the Dollar Tree, hopefully pick them up because they're so pretty. Okay, so now I think I want to use this as my main card, and I will use this piece of blue to go as a little embellishment on there, and then I'll add in some ribbon on the side. So let's see here. What should we need? Now, if you wanted to make it so it goes that way, you can, and just adjust your embellishments, and then your card would go in the top. But I kind of like having this little side tuck. So I'm going to trim that off. And then I'm going to punch a hole on the side here. This is just a crocodile. I'll try and have my Amazon affiliate links down below for things that aren't from the Dollar Tree. And then I have this ribbon that was just in my stash that I will use to tie. It's the perfect green there. And I'll go ahead and tie the ribbon in here. Let's trim that off. And there we go. So cute. Love that. So now we'll move on to our next embellishment. All right, the next embellishment that I want to make is the tassel to go on the outside. I'm going to include some of the buttons that Emilee put in the kit. So I have these, so I'm going to try and make them into a little charm. But I have the twine that was in the kit and 2 pieces of the fabric that was in the kit. And then the rest of these I pulled from my stash to go along with this tassel. So what I like to do for my tassels, I will cut a piece that's a little bit, it's like a foot long, from each of my pieces here. The smaller ones I'll probably cut 2, so 2 each of the twine, and then 2 of this green thinner ribbon. And then I have a pink sheer that I want to put with it. And then I have this thinner yellow that I thought went really well with it. Let me take this sticker off there, and I'll go ahead and cut 2 of those. And then I have a thinner pink. I used up most of the pink that she put in the kit, so I have a little bit of that left to make an altered paper clip. And I thought maybe I would have the same in my stash because I've had some of the American Crafts ribbons before, but I couldn't find one, so I just pulled these. Now I'm going to cut some thinner strips of the fabric. And I'm going to see if I can tear it. I'm not sure if this is a tearable ribbon or not, or fabric. Oh yeah, I can tear it. I always like a teared ribbon or fabric. I keep saying ribbon. And then I can just pull the sides off the one edge, kind of fray the sides a little bit, or the side that wasn't ripped. Just kind of pull a couple out. There. Okay. It's a little long, so I'm going to cut it to be the same size as the other ones, and then this I can use in the book. I can staple it or make it, put it on the one of the paper clips. And then there's this piece with the butterflies. I'll cut some of that. Just cut it there and do the same. I'll tear a piece off. All right, so now I just want to gather all these pieces kind of in different layers, or like layer them, pull the ones that I cut two of, separate those out so they're on different sides or underneath and top. Trying to make them as even as possible. I have this lobster clasp that has a little ring or a half ring, so that's what I'm going to use for my tassel today. I'm not sure where I picked these up. They may be on Amazon, I don't know. So I'm just going to push them through the bottom like that. Now I'm going to take, let's see, I'm trying to even them out as much as I can here. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to take my twine again and wrap it around. Just kind of like to tie it in the back, or tie it on one side, and that can be the back of the tassel. Just do it really tight, double knot. Like that. And then I take the loose end here, just leave that down. Take the other end that's connected to your spool, and you just want to go around. I go around probably about 20 times. Ten is good in this case because it's a thinner tassel. I think that's good. So go back on the back side where you made your initial knot, take the loose end here, and you just want to tie it to the end that is on the roll still that you haven't cut. And just do a double knot in the back. And now we can cut that. off there. And then now you can just kind of pull your pieces and arrange them to the lengths that you want. I think this looks pretty good. This is kind of long. I'm gonna turn that off a little bit. Okay, now I want to make a little charm dangle with these. And I'm just going to do that. I'm going to try it anyway by stringing it through putting the twine through the holes of the buttons. And I think I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the end of it so it's easier to push through the holes. So I'm going to put just a little tiny dab of glue on the end and let this dry. And I'll be back here in just a quick second for you after this dries. All right, going to just start putting these through the holes. I haven't done this before, so we'll see how it works out. This one is a thicker button there. Put that through. Just go, I went up through the bottom and I'm going down through the top. And then I'm going to string on another button. Sure, what, I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it really helps to put a little bit of glue on the end so your twine doesn't unravel. This makes it a lot easier. All right. Let's see. Oops. Oh, you gotta go up through the bottom. And one more, it's really cool, checkered one. This one has a little bit smaller holes on it, but still seems to be working. Oops. All right, just kind of pull them down so you have a good amount on the end here. Trying to figure out, okay, I don't know if I should tie this up at the top or leave it down. I think I might tie it, let's see. Kind of experimenting here. Just kind of make it a little dangle of buttons. Nah, I don't like that either. Let's see. the bigger button up at top. I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to tie this on the end. So I have this end here. I want this button to hang at the bottom and then the bigger button up at the top. So I'm just going to take this and tie it with this here. So it's coming through the both holes of the button. So I'm going to tie it and double knot it under this button. Hope that makes sense. And oops, just having problems with my fingers here, trying to tie a knot. Okay, one more and it'll be double knotted. All right, just make it really tight. Clip that off. Down there. And then I'm going to pull my buttons down like that. And then this top, I'm going to tie trying to see how I'm going to do this. I think I'm just going to tie it up here on the ring, kind of hide it underneath the ribbons. So I'm just going to clip this. Leave yourself a good amount so you can tie it around and then you can trim it off. So I'm going to tie this up here. Still want it to dangle a little bit. So double knot that. Not sure how far I want that. May want it a little bit tighter up at the top. Okay, I'm gonna fix this, be right back. Okay, I got it tied a bit tighter and up more at the top, so it lays like that. So I'm just going, I double knotted it, just going to trim that off there. And I'll just let that hang like that. So super cute, love that. Okay, it's on to the next embellishment. Okay, so I am going to make an altered puzzle piece charm, and I've made 2 of them already. I think they turned out so pretty. So how I'm doing that is I have this puzzle piece that Emilee gave me, the box of puzzles, or the box of the puzzle in a box. I don't know why I can't talk today. So I picked out one that has green and blue, but what I'm going to do is bring, I think I'm going to I'm going to focus on the yellow and the pink, because these are kind of the purples and the blues and the greens on that one. So I think I'm going to use one of these that has the yellow, maybe that one. And then there's this yellow flower here, the small one. So it's basically just decorating the puzzle piece. So I'm going to do that first. Go with this one. And I'll put the butterfly there. Maybe move him up a little bit. And then do the flower over here. And then I'm going to take, I have the crocodile again, and it has a tiny little hole. So you need some sort of little tiny hole punch. I'm going to punch from in that top little piece at the top there. And that's to hold the charm, or the lobster clasp at the top. Whoops. Just like this. That little piece at the top. And then I'm going to punch one. And I'm just going to show you one side with the beads. I'll punch both the holes, but now you will need 3 jump rings, and these are maybe 1/4 inch or 1/8 of an inch. They're the bigger size. And then I have one little tiny lobster clasp, and then two of the, I don't even know what these are called, because I don't do a lot of jewelry stuff, but I do have, they're the little wire sticks with the loop on the end. I can't remember what those are called. You just need them, the head, that little ring, to be bigger than the beads. So I have these little beads that Emilee gave me, and I'll use yellow and pink to kind of go along with the colors of the flowers. See where this opens up here. I've already opened them up twice. Or opened, yeah, okay. So we are going to, I'm going to use 2 yellow and, no, 1 yellow and 2 pink for one side, and then the other side I'll just do 2, but I'll show you just one of them, and then I'll finish the other one off camera. So you just need to thread your beads onto the wire. I'm going to do pink and then yellow and then pink again. And you basically need to make this into a little charm, so we're going to bend it. And so I have little round pliers that have the round tip, and then I have regular ones here in a second. So you're just going to hold the end, bend the wire back, and then you want to start bending it around at the very top of that bead right next to your pliers, and just bend it all the way around as many times as you can with your fingers. And then you can clip it off there. Or you can just you can use your other pliers and bend them until that's all gone, but I think it's just easier to just clip it off. So just gonna clip that right off there. So now I have a hole at the top, I can hang that. So now what I need to do is attach it with the jump ring. Take one of your jump rings and open it up. Oops. If I can get it with my fingernail. Use the pliers, there we go. Just need to open that up. I'm going to start by putting my lobster clasp on the top. Just put that in the top of the puzzle piece. Oops. Oops. All right, so that hangs there. And then you want to open up your other one. I'm hoping you can see this. And put that through the top of your little bead charm that you made. And that gets hooked to one of the holes at the bottom of the puzzle piece. And you just want to close up your jump ring. Just like that. And I'm going to add a couple beads onto this. I'm going to add a pink one to the center of the flower, and let's see what it'll look like if I put a yellow one on the butterfly. I'm just going to use some tacky glue and add those to the center. Like that. And then you want to let that dry. So that is it. Pretty simple. With the puzzle pieces, you can paint them like with matte medium, and then I've seen them where people will paint the matte medium on and then they use a napkin, like with a pictured napkin or printed napkin, or they stamp things on them. So you can do endless things, but I just decided to use the puzzle piece as is and just add some of the embellishments that she sent in the kit. So yeah, so that is it, guys. Let me show you everything that I made today. I have the coin envelope and the tassel and the little envelope pocket there. So come back next week and you'll see how I put these all together in the book for the flip through. Alrighty, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you again next time. Go ahead and follow Emilee's Paper Caper. I'll have her link down below so you can see what she is doing with the stuff that I sent her. Yep. And I'll see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.